Okie doke. So, hello everyone. For those of you who do not know me, I am Miss Carter. I teach biology, AP biology, and environmental science. This is not the right remote. So, welcome to semester 2. Today is all about getting what you need from last semester into this semester, general outline of overviews, and it'll get us situated for this upcoming unit. So, like I said, yeah, review class rules, semester outline, all of that fun stuff. As you can see, I am mic'd up. That is because I record all of my lectures and update them on Canvas. So if you ever miss a day, you can go in and watch a screen recording of this with my voice so you don't miss anything. General class rules. I only have one big one. It's respect. Respect me. Respect yourself. Respect the others around you. Don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. All that fun stuff. A subset of those rules that I didn't have to say last semester, but became kind of an issue. Headphones off at least while I am talking. It wasn't a big deal in this class. Same thing with phones. Also, masks need to be over your nose. COVID isn't fun. I know firsthand. Any questions so far? Hello? Let's see. So, semester outline. This should get us through the end of the year. We're going to first spend a couple weeks talking about resources. So, we're going to start out with forest resources. That's all this week. We're going to talk about soil and agriculture, minerals and mining, water, and the atmosphere. Once we get a grip on how we use Earth's resources, we will go into climate change, and from climate change into non-renewable and renewable energy. And at the very end of the year, if we've got the time, we'll go into waste management. When it comes to Earth's resources, how we'll spend the first 5 weeks of the semester, I am actually very, very close friends with two people who are foresters. They travel all over Indiana doing forestry things. So I have their help with some fun stuff. So you'll actually be able to interact with people who do this for a living, i.e. through like questions and stuff, and actually get like some real life examples of why we do what we do. Another thing, I would very, very much prefer if you kept physical notes in this class. Scientists say that you learn a lot better if you are handwriting things. If you are a one of those people who absolutely cannot write out everything in time and you'd prefer to do your computer, that is okay, but I need you to be on task. And we draw a lot, so it'd probably be for the best to have at least a section of a notebook to like draw little figures in that you could like refer to later. So if you do have your notebooks, I suggest you get them out. While you do that, I'm going to give a quick rundown of the Canvas page. Hello, what is your name? Abigail. I have you in seat 15, which I think is there. Perfect. 15. We're missing a lot of people today, so if this probably isn't going to be where everybody is, I'll mess around a little bit. So the Canvas page. That's what I was doing. That's not what I need. Okay, perfect. So, environmental science. I organize everything in modules. This is what's to come, so don't worry about that. I can't find student view when it's all, haha, there it is. Maybe not. Interesting. Okay, so I organize everything in modules. So we are in unit 6. So don't get super thrown off there. We are going to start out with forest resources. I do exit tickets, which means by the end of class, I will have you get out your laptops, do like 2 or 3 questions. I don't like homework. I will try my hardest not to give you homework. People from last semester, did you have a lot or any homework? Okay. Yeah, no, I try really hard not to give you homework. If I really, really have to, then I will, but it won't be too crazy. So we do exit tickets instead, just to make sure that you're actually comprehending what I am saying. There will be, by the end of the day, another module up here, not module, but another page that is video links. So I will put the title of whatever our lesson is and the date in a little page right there. I will upload a screen recording of everything that I do, and that is where you will find anything if you miss a day. Any questions about the Canvas page? I would also highly recommend that you get a Google folder set up for this class at some point in time. I live my life in Google folders just so I don't get lost. So that's that. Environmental science. The definition of environmental science is the study of how the natural world works, how our environment affects us, and how we affect the environment. What we use, how we use it, how us using it affects the future, all that fun stuff. So that's the overarching goal of the semester, and semester 2 is pretty great because we are going to talk about the specifics rather than the kind of overarching ideas, which is what last semester really was. So if you're joining us at this semester, you won't be too lost, I promise. So yeah, the study of how the natural environment works, how our environment affects us, and how we affect the environment. How are we doing? Yeah, not gonna be a lot for our first day back. All right. So, natural resources. That is the theme of the first 5 to 6 weeks of the semester. Natural resources. A natural resource is anything material or energy that is found in nature that humans need to survive. So, sunlight is a resource, air is a resource, but also like minerals, aluminum, trees, water, animals, anything that comes from the earth, so that's not human created, that we need to survive. So solar energy is a resource, wind energy is a resource, just as crops are a resource, and literally anything else. There is a difference between renewable and non-renewable resources. So a renewable resource is a resource that is naturally replenished over short periods of time. Solar energy is a renewable resource. Wind energy is a renewable resource, all that fun stuff. Non-renewable resources are formed more slowly. So once we use them, they are gone unless we are around for millions and millions of years. Even then, not too renewable. So non-renewable resources, things like precious metals. There's only a finite amount of precious metals in the earth. Oil, we only have so many dead dinosaurs being compressed into goop, right? So our non-renewable resources are formed more slowly over time. But not everything in life is black and white, and that's a very, very common theme in environmental science. So if everything's a spectrum, right, we've got renewable resources over here, and non-renewable resources over here. So things like solar energy, wind energy, stuff that's not going away. Non-renewable resources, oil, metals, all that fun stuff. We call this spectrum, if you remember from last semester, the renewability continuum. So, I know that's kind of like small if you're sitting in the back. So, if you just want to put this on it, you'll get the gist. So, natural resources can be visualized in a continuum. So, our renewable energy, sunlight, wind, geothermal, stuff is not going away. But forests are a little different, right? If we were to clear cut a forest right now, just cut it down, then it would take a really, really long time for those trees to grow back in a way that we could use them like we used them whenever we tore it all down in the first place. But if we go into a forest and cut a couple trees down, use them, plant more, and just then go back when we need more, cut a couple down, just picking and choosing, then that forest is going to last a lot longer. Because by the time we get to the end, the ones we planted at the beginning have had time to grow. So if we use these resources in the middle sustainably, we'll get into sustainability, then they are considered renewable resources. Another big one is fresh water. The amount of fresh water we have on Earth is a lot less than the amount of salt water that we have on Earth. But the more we pollute freshwater sources, the less fresh water that we have. So if we can manage to keep freshwater sources clean, then the Earth's natural filtration system will help us out and we will get the salt water or the fresh water that we need. But if we constantly pollute it or we use too much of it, it can become a non-renewable resource really, really quickly. And we will definitely talk about soil. If we use soil in the right ways, if we practice safe farming practices, then we are A-okay. Our soil is considered a renewable resource. But if we mistreat our soil resources, then very quickly we can turn fertile land into a desert. I said this is called the renewability continuum. Any questions here? We'll play a lot with this. So, sustainability is a major buzzword for this unit. A resource is considered to be used sustainably if it can continue at the same rate into the foreseeable future. So, we are using a resource sustainably if we have a plan to keep that resource up. Like I said, with forests, which is the theme of the week, if we cut down forests sustainably and replant as we go and take little bits at a time, that is considered to be sustainable because we can continue doing that at the same rate into the future. But if we just go through and clear cut an entire rainforest, that is not considered to be sustainable because we can't clear cut the entire world and then expect to continue cutting stuff down at that rate. Does that make sense? How are we doing? If I ever go too fast, let me know. I tend to talk really quickly. Usually when we do notes, I write them out. just to slow myself down. But I think my handwriting got worse over break, if that is at all possible. Um, so I figured I'd stick to PowerPoints until I get back in the swing of things. So if I go too fast, let me know. I tend to be a fast talker. If you can't understand something I say, also let me know. I'm more than happy to repeat myself. So, okay. This unit is all about Earth's resources. We need to use Earth's finite resources in a sustainable way. So this unit, we are going to talk about this portion of the renewability continuum. We'll talk about renewable resources when we get to renewable energy later down the line. We're going to play in this bit in the middle and touch around over here. So this week's all about forests. Next week's all about soil. We'll talk about minerals. The week after, hit up water and into the atmosphere. Hopefully, my plan is to get some fun activities in there. It won't just be sitting around. So that is this unit. So yes, I already told y'all about Canvas. I feel like I went through this really, really quickly. Everything will be on Canvas. Even if I hand something out in person, I will put up a copy on Canvas as well in case you are quarantined. That way, you always have access to resources. Likely, I will not be able to send out emails every day telling you what they need unless you email me first. Let's see. So, if you are missing a day, just check the Canvas. If you can't find something, let me know. Sometimes I forget to publish stuff. I am also available through email almost all the time. I tend to have very, very fast email response times. So if you are at home throughout the day, I have third period prep and fourth period study hall, which means during that middle chunk of the day, I am completely free to send out emails if you have any questions. Please do not be afraid to email me. Like I said, I'm one of those people who can't have more than one notification on their inbox, so I tend to fly through those really quickly. Yeah, so if you could get your Chromebooks out for me, please. I'm going to have you do the exit ticket for today. Nothing too crazy. Yes. All right. I'll print it out for you. Yes. Yeah. Oh, you can use your phone too if you want. I don't care. Then you're good. I will get you figured out. Print it out for you. Let's see. I feel like I'm forgetting something. There's no way I flew through this quickly. If you have any questions for me, let me know about this class, about science in general, about me as a person. That's fine. I'm cool there.